Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy T, putting the G in geek, coming to you with another episode of On the Hunt. You know, the weekly web series where I kind of tell you guys my hot picks and let you follow along. I gotta tell you, like I start all these videos, that this isn't really investment advice. This isn't really financial advice, you know what I mean? This is just for fun, so don't spend your rent money, don't spend your bill money on this. We're just trying to get some hot books at cover price. Also, the point of this video is just to share information. I want you to share information with me, share information with each other. You know, I want to know what the hot stuff you guys are getting. Maybe I want to get it. The week is young. It's the best day of the week, comic day. So let's get right into it. As always, I'm going to start out with Marvel, and the first book I'm going to pick up from Marvel is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 795. This is the second print. It's already selling for 10 plus. I don't know how many legs that has or how long that's going to last, but it also looks like it's got a pretty cool picture of Osborn clearly becoming the Goblin on the front. I don't know if that's the first or whatever. I mean, it's a second print, so it's hard to kind of attest anything first in a second print, but still kind of neat. The next book I'm going to pick up is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 797. I mean, the Red Goblin mania is real out there. I think this comic is going to trend for some time, and are we finally going to see the first appearance of the Red Goblin this week? I don't know. I think so. With all the variants out for this issue, you would think so. The next book I'm going to pick up is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 797. This is the Ed McGuinness design variant. This is what I'm probably gonna more consider as the first Red Goblin cover. It looks really cool. Nice little incentive. Gonna pick that up for sure. The next book I'm gonna pick up is The Avengers, number 683. I find Books has been on fire on these covers. The series is doing really good. No Surrender. It's a good way into it. It's not only is it a hot book and these books flip for large immediately, but also you never know what's going to really come about of these books, or, you know, new storylines, characters, or whatever. So I'm going to keep on those until the No Surrender storyline is over at least. The next book I'm going to pick up is The Infinity Countdown, number 1. The Infinity Stones are in a major storyline again, man. I'm always on board with that. You know me, I love anything with the Infinity Gauntlet, you know, Thanos, anything with those kind of cosmic events. So that's definitely a book I'm going to pick up. The next book I'm going to pick up is X-Men Gold, number 23. This issue will feature the new X-Men Gold team. So I don't know how big that's going to be, but I mean, it is the new team and the first appearance of it, so I might pick up a copy. The last book I'm going to pick up that has event is kind of, you know, a cool event or storyline from is the True Believers, Venom vs. Spider-Man, number 1. I feel that this, with the iconic cover that it has, it will sell for years to come. I mean, it's just a great looking ASM 300 homage, you know, just a little bit of a different trade dressing on it. So I've always been able to kind of flip these for $3, sometimes even $4. I mean, it's a $1 comic, so, and hey, it looks good in the collection, so I'll definitely grab one of those. Next, I would move on to some covers. I would grab, again, Red Goblin Mania is real. First book I'd grab is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 797, the Aaron Cooder Young Guns variant. It's not too bad. I'm hoping that I see this just for undercover, or not undercover, but I'm hoping I see this just for cover price. I'm not really trying to pay anything over for it. It's just okay. The next book I'd pick up is The Infinity Countdown, number 1. This is the Adi Granov Captain Marvel Holds Infinity cover. I find this way better than Infinity Countdown Prime, the Logan Holds Infinity. And again, it's an Adi Granov. I love me some Granov, so I'll definitely pick that up. And lastly, I'd pick up She-Hulk number 163. It's an interesting cover. I do like how it's kind of got the original She-Hulk cover. I don't like how she's putting it together as a puzzle piece. It just takes me out of the cover. It just takes it to something that's so unreal. I mean, it's Hulk, but you get exactly what I mean. It's just such a weird situation for the character to be in. She's putting together a puzzle of her first book. But the fact that it does have that kind of first She-Hulk imagery on it, I do kind of like it. I doubt I'll pick it up, but it is kind of neat. Next, I move on to DC, and it was kind of a slow week from DC, so I just really grabbed some covers. The first book I'm going to pick up is Batman number 42, the Copiel variant. It's a decent Poison Ivy cover. Copiel's been killing it. Keep the set together. I always love Poison Ivy. The next book I'd pick up is Harley and Ivy Meet Betty and Veronica number 6, the Jay Lee variant. This is a pretty nice cover. It isn't bad. I'm not a humongous fan of Jay Lee, but I like him enough. I do like some of his Harley stuff, although I admit, when he drew Harley in the position that she's in, I kind of kept looking at her feet to wondering if I'm going to see skates, because she really just reminds me of a rehash of his Harley Quinn number 1 variant. I know Mark doesn't like Jay Lee, so he ain't getting this, but I might pick up a copy. It depends how it feels in my hands. What I will be grabbing a copy of for sure, though, is Harley Quinn number 39, the Cho variant. You know I always love these. I always love the Chos. I'll definitely be grabbing this one. I don't mind it. It's pretty good. It'll go nice with the set. And lastly, I'm going to pick up Superman number 42, the John Boy Myers variant. Is this the first Bizarro cover? I don't know. Maybe it's even the first Bizarro. I heard there's been another Kid Bizarro character, but I heard that this is someone different, so that might be worth the pickup. I like the cover B. I know for first, excuse me, he seems to be on both, but I know as far as firsts go, you might want cover A, but I personally like the looks of cover B, and I don't really know how significant this is going to be in the end, so I'll stick with that one. And that's about it for DC. The next I would move on to some Image books. The first book I'm going to grab is Gideon Falls number 1. This is a Jeff Lemire book. He's always all right. You know what I mean? It could be a good book. I don't know. I'd have to kind of flip through it a little bit. Next I'm going to pick up Oblivion Song number 1. Robert Kirkman, of course, on the Oblivion Song. It's a huge book. It's sold out supposedly, or I don't think it's sold out yet, because Image specifically announced that they'd be overprinting this to try to avoid subsequent printings, which kind of kills the hotness of issue 1, knowing that they purposely overprinted it. But still, it's a Kirkman thing, and you never know, years to come it could go for something, so I still will pick it up. The last book I'm going to pick up as far as events go, or stuff from Image, is Prism Stalker number 1. This is a new sci-fi book from Image. It looks interesting, could be worth a look. I don't know, it's ongoing. Sometimes I like to take a little bit of a risk on their ongoing series as opposed to their miniseries, so I don't know. I'm gonna actually would pick up a couple covers from Image. So the first book I'd pick up for the cover was Gideon Falls number 1, the Jock variant. I just find this to be a cool Jock cover. I like how the character looks with the red eyes. He kind of looks creepy and dark, just standing there. I don't know, it's kind of neat. I'd also pick up The Walking Dead number 177. This is the Sankovic variant. Looks like it's the Governor this time. Definitely going to keep this set together. I'd have to agree with Mark. I don't like this one as much as the Michonne, but I do kind of find that it has a very Rick-esque look, so that's not too bad. I'll keep it together for the set, so I probably will grab that. Next, I'd move on to Amigo Comics. I would grab Call of the Suicide Forest number 2. Number 1 heated up, and number 2s are always kind of lower print runs, so it might be something worth it to pick up. I don't know how long a legs it has. If I did end up finding a couple copies of this, I probably would just maybe, like, as soon as it hits 10 to 12, it might be out of my hands. I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'd go on that one. I don't know about the long-term gain, but I don't know. This series, it's hot right now, so. And lastly, I'd move on to Oni Press, and the first book I'd pick up is Ballad of Sang number 1. It's kind of a cool premise. It looks like a Filipino kid was kind of kidnapped and trained as a child assassin, so I don't know, that might be something worth looking at. It looks like kind of a cool storyline. Could be really bloody and gritty. If he's an assassin as a kid, could be weird situations. I don't know. I'll probably pick that up just to see, but I would definitely flip through it to see how it looks on the inside. And last but not least, I would grab Rick and Morty Presents The Vindicators. Rick and Morty books have always done good for me. This is the first app of Pickle Rick, and it's supposed to be secret stories and origins of the characters. I don't know if it's going to be anything different from the show. When I sell these, I actually notice more that it's people who are into the show that buy these. It isn't even really comic collectors. comic collectors are really looking more for Batman Who Laughs, Red Death, while those kind of, you know, but some people still like the Rick and Mortys, but every one that I've sent from the Armageddons and stuff like that has always been more to Rick and Morty fans as opposed to, like, hardcore comic fans. But there's an audience there, and so I would definitely grab a couple of those. I think those will pop, especially over time. Yeah, and that's about it for me, man. That's going to do it for another episode of On the Hunt. Thanks for joining me. You know, as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Make sure you check out www.saddlecities.com. We always have, I didn't have to include the www, but you know what I mean. Check out saddlecities.com. We definitely have a lot of social media content coming. We got our Facebooks and Instagrams, Twitters and stuff like that up, so make sure you check that out. That's going to do it for me. It's getting kind of late. I got to get my butt out there. You know, those 797s, they're not going to wait for me, so I got to get out there and get these books. I hope you guys have good luck getting all the books you want too. Have a great week. Peace.